Lust, survival, lust, wealth,
Greed.
Greed.
Lust, greed, service,
no,
freedom.
duty. No, duty, greed is in here, negative
Oh,
comment,
yeah, negative.
Yeah.
right?
Freedom.
You'll see this. Yeah, and then freedom, service and freedom, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, manage your desires. There is 4 levels. So how many we have now? 16 plus 20, 36, right? 36 things you remember, but how easy it is with 4 principles. Everything is tied together. It's really a very easy metaphor. Okay, so we had this. Now what is the 4th principle?
Point of navigating.
Understand.
You navigate with others, right?
Relate with others.
You relate with others in a way because you can't live alone. Are you married?
No.
No, you are. And you have a daughter, right?
Right.
So I know that. Do you relate with your daughter when you do any action? You have to take them into account in most of the important actions. And even in the unimportant ones which have purpose, but they are tied into your purpose, correct? So you have to relate with them, don't you? You have to. That's a reality. See how philosophically real this is? This is practical. If I say just do this and follow, but if you're not in tune, your dad, you had to do certain things, cover your dad, take care of him. You do certain things, you relate with me, you relate with Shrish relates with us. Today we had a great meeting. In fact, it's called How to Relate. It's a lot of we practiced many of the principles of purposeful action. Now, your challenge is to find out which principles were. Even if you take little tidbits, right, Shrish?
Yes, sir.
You notice how we lived it? That was most of it. One bottom line is relating to others, right? So, relating to others means that there are other navigators of the block. And all kinds of colors of navigators, you see? There's another one here. Right? That's the navigator of the waters. The 5, 6 archetypes. Bookmaster, you see how the archetypes can remember? Nikki had missed that part.
Yeah.
The matrix we use, archetype attribute matrix, you haven't had it in this class. We may do it sometime later, but we do it in the leadership class. Shrish, you were in that class, right?
Yes.
So, this is the 4th principle. You can get all this, Shrish?
Yeah.
4th principle is the navigators of the waters, right? The brook. And here you have Brookmaster, which predicts 6 archetypes, right?
Yes.
And
And
2
grand
grand.
archetypes, giver taker, right?
Yep.
But these 2 together don't make 8. Actually, they make 12. Why? Because you have leaders.
And they can be
It
a
could be a giver or
or a
taker.
taker.
Giver, leader, taker. Entrepreneur, giver, entrepreneur, taker. They are different. You see? And I'm going to give you an assignment today on this. Write down the assignment. Play Bookmaster as though for each of the archetypes, and this is due 2 weeks from today, you can count.
48.
Those who like,
48 total.
48 different pieces of information,
4 principles.
but 4 principles. Now you know the 4 principles. Would you remember them now?
Yes.
Very simple. If you know this, I think you can navigate through life with purpose. And I will tell you now, Brian Kuhnel, I want each of you to read, to go view the capstone presentation by Brian Kuhnel. who applied purposeful action to quality control in Automated Logic Corporation. I think it's called Automated Logic. It's a division of Carrier Corporation. His project was so successful that they have started using it beyond his own group into other divisions, applying purposeful action, because this is a framework which captures all the aspects of the project. So you can apply it to anything. So this is basically, if you capture this, you've got the essence of everything I want to teach you in these courses. What is this thing doing here? How did this get on here? Purposeful action and case studies on the application of purposeful action. So I had written an abstract, I hadn't written a paper, so I had to make a talk. So I got up at 3 o'clock and I knew the resources. Firstly, it's in my head so I can talk, but it's nice to have some slides that people can concentrate on, right? So you learn how communication is done, developed. So I got up this morning and I said, what's my source? So I went back to the website and I didn't go to the blogs and the podcasts. You know, we have tons of information. So where do you start? Sometimes too much is tough to read through. And that's what I'll explain Nikki's book. There are chapter on each principle, the whole thing. It's in the blog, it's in the podcast. So now you realize this is a lesson. Communication is two ways. Although we presented it to you, you've been focusing on the trees and forgot to look at the big picture. Do you realize that? No reason after. How many weeks you've been in this class? 9? 9 weeks not to know the 4 principles. Have I repeated them? How many times?
Quite a few.
Maybe this time it will stick. See, I'm learning. I'm learning how to communicate to you guys. So that is why I wrote on the board today. You got that? All of that?
Oh yes. So one more suggestion. Can you just add www before the purposefulaction.com?
You think that's necessary? I thought most people know when there's a .com, the www.
But maybe, I don't know.
What do you think? Scott, what do you think?
I think that is sufficient.
What do you think?
I think it's alright, I think that looks good.
It's cleaner, that's why I didn't write it.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, I don't on my personal perspective.
What do you think, Venkat? Leave it? It's cleaner. You got 3 W's and a dot. It's just cleaner. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to share with these guys. I want them to get exposure to it. I want them to create enough curiosity that they will go to the website. And when they go to the website, I believe if they're really interested in exploring interesting, unique, and a very comprehensive way to look at action and how to improve your personal, professional life, then they will find something of value. Remember the first words in the website, I say, take what you can, some have benefited, and just forget about the rest if you don't want it. We are not asking for anything, we just share. Okay, now you notice what I did here. I'm just sharing with you and I want your comments, and you're welcome to stop me just like Srish, make a suggestion. I emphasize 4 principles. I could make it larger, but I left it like that, okay? So, let's go to the slide. Where is the slide show button?
On the top.
On left. Just come down a bit. There it is.
There.
Or you can click F5.
Okay, and to go down, how do I do? Where's the keyboard? Just do the keyboard? What is this? No, don't dim it. Because what we did, I'll tell you about dimming. We did that presentation and seminar at Chattanooga Engineers Club.
Yeah.
What did you say about it? Too dark. See a guy in the dark shadows talking. So put it all the way up. Is it all the way up? Yeah. You understand now? That's not as important because you know why? On video we can superimpose the slide. You can, Pinnacle lets you do that. I'm not sure, but First Cut I'm sure it does it now from Apple. I bought that. That's their sophisticated program. I haven't learned it yet. You helped me make those manuals. So you can do that, but the talk is gone. You can't reproduce it in the slides, right? You have to get the video. So that's what I learned. Right, Venkat?